Boom! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Byron Rogers here, and welcome to the Loop of Destiny, where we work together to raise your level of consciousness, your level of awareness, so that you can deliberately create the reality that is in alignment with your destiny. And in today's video, we're going to answer a number of different questions like, are you working against yourself in everyday life? Does it seem like every time before you accomplish something or have a great victory, something goes wrong? We're really going to get down to the basis of why you don't achieve. Do you really believe in yourself? And if you do believe in yourself or don't believe in yourself, where did that come from? And if you don't have that, how can you fix it? We're going to get down to the bottom line of self-limiting belief structures. Now, self-limiting belief structures are no joke because they're seated in your subconscious mind. And what's significant about your subconscious mind? Well, neuroscientists all agree that every single thing that you do within the course of your day, all of the course of your day, the actions that you take, 80 to 90% of those actions are done from the place of the subconscious mind. You are subconsciously moving through this life, ladies and gentlemen. Your subconscious mind runs and operates the software by which your body, mind, and everything, intellect, really operates your life by. You're only aware of somewhere around 10 to 15% of what you're doing, at any given moment, and throughout the course of your entire day. Your subconscious mind, ladies and gentlemen, is literally 1,000,000 times more powerful of an information processor than your volitional, willful, conscious mind is. And so understanding what's inside this deep barrier of thoughts and intents and emotions and experiences, the software that's running your life, understanding what's in there and understanding how we can maybe influence and change and shift what's in there is extremely important, and dare I say it's integral to experiencing what you want to experience during the course of your human experience, rather than what you've been taught or told or what others have really injected or implemented into your mind when you were less defensive, maybe when you were younger. So today we're going to tackle that. Self-limiting belief structures. Are you working against yourself? And I'm looking forward to exposing some things that are really going to empower you in today's video. So what is the subconscious mind essentially? It is the memory of absolutely every single thing that's happened to you in your life. It's the emotional imprint that's left from every single situation that you've experienced. Your subconscious mind is like your soul. It is your soul. They're both based on every decision you've ever made. They're the composite, the imprint that's left within you of everything that's ever happened to you. So you can't remember everything that's happened to you within your willful, volitional mind. But deep in your subconscious, you have a feeling, an emotion. You have the emotional driving force of your life is your subconscious mind. And remember, logic will lead you to conclusion, but emotion will lead you to action. And so this subconscious mind is so important because not only does it write the software that we have that drives us through our life, but the emotional quality and fabric of our subconscious mind, of our soul, is what really drives us to make decisions, drives us to take action, drives us not to take action, because we perceive danger in ways that have been taught to us through our subconscious mind or our soul. So it's extremely important to understand what's going on in here, and your subconscious mind or your soul is trying to do the exact same thing for you that your willful, volitional mind and even your superconscious faculty is trying to do. It's trying to protect you. It's trying to help you avoid pain and increase pleasure. So when you get put in a position, a new job, for instance, and you're told to make sales calls, and then you logically think about this new job and you're psyched, you're excited, you're like, yeah, I got this new job, I'm gonna be the best salesman in the world, this is gonna be awesome. And then you step into that new job and it's time to make sales calls and you're like, well, I made a lot of calls yesterday, and you're like, maybe I should just check. I'll check Facebook real quick and just see if I can find some prospects on Facebook, or maybe I'll check some emails and see if any of my prospects got back to me real quick, because that's really important. What's really taking place there? Your subconscious mind, your soul remembers feelings of rejection, feelings of worthlessness, the feelings that you perceived from the last time you tried something like this that it's really deterring you from taking this new action that can give you the victories you want in your life, but that don't feel good. But what your subconscious mind does not perceive is that going through the gauntlet, the transformation, transmutation, and purification process of pain is the process that is necessary, that is integral, that is the only way to success. And so through understanding this, through raising your level of consciousness concerning the everyday actions of what your subconscious mind is trying to do, you can then understand what's taking place, and you can be deliberate in your efforts to orient yourself to your subconscious mind and what's really taking place within your body. So these emotions you feel will no longer lead you to action necessarily, because you will have more consciousness, more awareness of what is going on. So when your subconscious mind is, when you see a beautiful girl and you want to go talk to her, and your soul, your subconscious is like bringing up feelings of fear, you know what's going on. It's just trying to protect you from feeling rejection and everything that's attached to the negative outcome of that situation. But any weathered veteran knows the only way to get good at this is to go do this. Whether we're talking about sales, we're talking to men and women of the opposite sex, no matter what we're talking about. Remember, everything valuable on this planet must submit to or go through a process of transmutation and purification. This is true of the diamonds. This is true of the gold that's got to be purified. This is true of the diamonds that have to spend time in the earth and feel pressure and water and heat. This is true of the pearls that spend time in the ocean, in the mouth of the oyster, that are pressurized by that animal. This is true of the sword, the blacksmith that's pounded. Everything must undergo that process. And so during that process, we experience feelings we don't want to experience. And it is the job of our subconscious mind or our soul to try and protect us from those emotions. And boom, there's your conflict. Now, what got these negative feelings and lack of ability to drive your life, what got these types of thoughts and emotions inside your subconscious mind? It's not necessarily your fault that you have second thoughts. It's not necessarily coming only from you that you may not believe in yourself right now, or you may not think you're good enough. You know what I mean? If I was to ask you why you don't have the job of your dreams, it's not necessarily your fault that you're like, well, I don't think that I have anything to offer, that I can really give that I really have anything to offer the world to get what I really, what you think I could have, Byron. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily your fault, and I'll tell you why. Okay? For the first phase of every human being's life, you're in what we call a hypnagogic trance. You're in a hyper state of learning. You're in super learning state, because this is when you literally have to write the programming for everything within the course of your entire life. You literally have to write the programming for absolutely everything that's going to take place within your life. You're writing language programming. You're writing walking programming. Your body is soaking up. Your mind is soaking up everything that's going on around you. And it's like learning. So when you're in Toys R Us and you're like, I want that toy. And your mom's like, you don't deserve the toy. You want the toy. You don't deserve the toy. And you're like, I don't deserve the toy. Boom, there's that moment. It just happened. You just contracted almost like a sickness of belief. You just contracted from an authority figure within your life. The software and programming with deep goes straight to the back of your spirit. That when someone says something to you, and it's before the age of 6, and you know the terrible 2s are before 6, so you probably did a lot of bad things in there. So when someone says something to you during that phase in your life, boom, it goes right to the back of your head, right in your subconscious mind, deep down in your soul, and there's an emotional imprint inside you now that now believes genuinely, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve good things. That's a good thing. This person who's helping me write like so much of my programming and is teaching me everything, social heredity and all these other things, just told me I don't deserve something. So I don't deserve something. Okay, it's already bad enough in everyday life. Your subconscious mind and your soul does not know when you're joking. Okay, this is proven when you have you ever had a favorite song? You listen to that favorite song, you love the way it sounds. You can't really relate to the song, but you listen to the song, you sing the song, you're like, yeah, life's so terrible, life's so terrible, life's so terrible, my boyfriend cheated on me, and you're singing the song, and you couldn't relate to the song. And then you fast forward 5 years later, every single word of the song has come true in your life. Okay? This is the power of your soul to attract to you. This is the power of your being to create reality. And we've all had it happen before. So when you believe something, heart-based, heartfelt belief literally creates the world that you live in. Not only does it do it energetically, but your beliefs also create your world through perception, and your perceptions run your beliefs. Because, see, perception is reality, because reality depends on your perception. Your reality depends on your perception, because the way you act and orient yourself to situations within your life all is driven by how you perceive situations within your life. And the way that you perceive situations within your life is based on what you've learned and what you believe about life. And so it's all intertwined, and we're going to go over all of it in the loop of destiny. But for today's lesson, the self-limiting belief structures, the things that cause you to when you're about to get a new job, sabotage yourself, the things that cause you to be in a new relationship and everything seems to be going so well, to just all of a sudden be like, I need to stop, I need to dump this person before they dump me, because good things don't last. Good things don't last, and I'm not good enough, and I don't deserve this. And we all have had them, and it's not for our parents to be blamed. It's not really for anyone to be blamed. This is just an incident of life that takes place, especially in our society. Because terrible twos are no joke, right? And I'm not going to judge anyone's parents, because I'm not a parent, all right? But what I do specialize in and love doing is helping people deal with the cards as they are on the table right now. So if you look at your life and you see yourself turning away from victory, turning away from the best things you can have in life, you've got to really realize that you may have a self-limiting belief structure. How do you find these self-limiting belief structures that intruded your mind probably when your brain was in delta phase, was producing delta waves, and you were young in this hypnagogic trance of seriously soaking up and learning everything that's taking place within your environment because you have to, because it's a survival skill? Just want to make sure you're not blaming anybody for this. How do you find these different self-limiting belief structures that are inside your mind that are driving your life? It's simple. You need to look at the different areas of your life. You need to look at your spiritual life. You need to ask yourself why you're not where you want to be spiritually. Okay, I don't mean within religiosity, but maybe you're religious within that religious realm. I'm a Christian, so why aren't you there? If you don't have a religion, if you don't have a spirit life, then why don't you? You are a spirit who lives in a body and who has a soul. Do you even know your spirit? Have you really owned the reality of that part of your identity? You need to look at that area of your life and ask why. It has to do with what you believe. You need to look at the area of your life of relationships. Why don't you have what you want within your relationships? And you need to dig, and you need to find out what exactly that is deep down in your belief structures that's holding you back. Maybe you're not with the person you believe of your dreams because you don't believe you deserve them. Maybe you're not with the person of your dreams because something went wrong along the way. But then why don't you leave the wrong person and find the right person? Or why don't you commit 100% to that relationship that you're in, do everything you can to be everything that you need to be for that right person, so that they can reciprocate that or be in a healthier position to give you what you need? Everyone's situation is different, but what you're going to notice when you ask why you don't have, you're going to start to notice that there is a trend. You're going to start to notice that there's a reason at the very seed of why you don't act, because your actions are driven by belief. When you look at your physical body, you need to start looking at your physical body and thinking to yourself, well, why don't I have what I want in my physical body? Is it because I believe I don't have time? Is it because I don't believe that I'm capable of having a six-pack? Is it because I don't believe? Figure out why. Listen to your thoughts. And as you listen to your thoughts, you're going to see your belief structures. They're going to appear, and they're going to start showing up. Financially, why don't you have what you want financially? Why aren't you experiencing the financial freedom? Is it because it's too hard to save money? Is it because it's too hard you're not good at investing money? They sound like legitimate excuses. They're just beliefs. They're just beliefs that are chosen and driven by you and your perceptions. All of your beliefs are subjective. and you're capable of anything, and that's the ultimate truth. So whatever you attach your belief to is the reality that you're going to manifest. And so as we dig and we find what you really believe about your world, you'll see why your world looks exactly the way it does. And everything's going to make perfect sense. So get in there and start looking at your spiritual life, your relationships, your physical life, your financial life. Those are your 4 pillars of life. Those are the 4 pillars that your world is made of. And get in there and listen to your thoughts concerning that. And next we'll go into the practical application of what to do to start shifting these beliefs. Now there's a number of different ways to shift your beliefs, and they have to do with like hypnotherapy and psychotherapy and things like this, and not all of us have the finances to do that. So we're going to go on ahead and we're going to do the old school route. Good old-fashioned, consistent, deliberate, hard work, mindfulness. And this is going to raise your level of consciousness and give you more power over your beliefs, which is going to give you more power over your world. Here we go for the practical application. I want you to write down that list of the 4 pillars that run your life: your physical, financial, spiritual, and relations. Physical, financial, spiritual, and relationship life. Write down in those 4 pillars why you don't have what you have. Write down your current beliefs about what you have in those pillars. I don't have this because of this. I don't have that because of that. I don't have the financial sight picture because I don't have a skill that I believe that I can get out there and get compensated enough to make a living. I don't believe, well then acquire the skill. Well, I don't believe that, I'm smart enough. Boom, there you just found it. So be sure to dig. Be sure to dig. Well, why don't you have the person why don't you have the relationship of your dreams? Because, such and such is just a horrible person. My partner's a horrible person. Well, why are you still with that partner? Because why? Because that's the only thing that you think you can get? Or because you don't put enough attention and really apply the beauty of you to the relationship? What is it? Why don't you have the body that you truly desire? Because it's too hard? That's a belief. You just believe it's too hard? So then you don't believe you have what it takes to get the body that guy's got or that girl's got? You're a human being. You can do anything you can believe you can do. And that's the truth. Spiritually, where are you at? Where's your power base, your spirit, your infinite self? Like where are you with this? Why don't you have that intuition, that creating on demand, a relationship with your serendipity, your strength? Have you acquired that? Why not? Because you don't believe it exists? Because you don't believe that you're special enough to have it? You don't believe you're an infinite spirit? Take a look at everything. Take a look at all 4 of those pillars of your life. Spiritual, relationship, physical, and financial pillars of your life. Take a look at all those pillars, and I want you to write down the reasons you don't have, the things you believe that are holding you back. And then conversely, I want you to cross all those negative things out, and I want you to start writing down the reasons you can. Write down the exact opposite. Acknowledge the fact that these are just beliefs, and so they're subjective to you and what you choose to believe, and write down the opposites. I don't have time to go to the gym. I will make time to go to the gym. I don't have time to eat. I can't eat healthy. I can eat healthy. Write down the exact opposite and start believing the exact opposite. So you should have a list of 4 new beliefs that you're going to implement into your life. Implement into your life. And when you write this list down, I want you to put it somewhere where you're going to see it 3 times a day when you wake up in the morning. I want you to look at these things, understanding the full time that your beliefs are subjective, meaning you choose your beliefs. Your beliefs are up to you. What you believe is your responsibility, and it's your job to choose what that's going to be. So you choose new beliefs. You choose to believe new things about yourself until you create the reality that is in alignment with your best self, your highest self, your infinite self, your spirit. Because that's what you're going to manifest. That's who you're creating. You're taking more control over your reality by rewriting the foundations of your reality. That is your belief. So write down these 4 new beliefs. Put it somewhere where you can see it on a daily basis, at least 3 times a day. Put it on your cell phone. Put it in your bathroom. And when you see these beliefs, I want you to visualize yourself living out these beliefs. I want you to visualize, I am good enough. I am strong enough. I do have what it takes. I want you to say these things, but I want you to visualize yourself and live accordingly. And throughout your day, this is the second part, be mindful. Someone gives you a compliment, says you look pretty. Don't say, oh, this is, I don't look pretty. It's the sunshine hitting me on the right way, kinda. Don't do any of that. Just say thank you. I appreciate that. And know that you're pretty. Okay? And the same is true with all of these 4 different new beliefs you're going to implement into your consciousness. I want you to be mindful all day and patrol your thoughts. Tend the garden of your mind. And listen and look and wait and watch for these new beliefs. And as they come to you, as you hear doubtful thoughts that are already in there, I want you to deliberately capture those thoughts and throw them out. Capture those thoughts and replace them with the positive thoughts. And that's how you're going to overcome this thing. So don't forget, leave comments. Let's talk about this. Let's correspond with this. Let me help you in any way I can. And until the next video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you. I want to inspire you. I want to empower you. I want to challenge you to find your purpose, live with passion, and reach your destiny. Thank you.